Hey, Viola Rules here. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So, in the last episode, we found out that Matt did really hire an assassin to kill Juan, and he reported it as insurance so that the assassin couldn't turn around and blackmail him. But we still haven't broken Adrian's Cyclops, and I don't know if I've missed the opportunity to do so, but let's talk to Edgeworth real quick. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer? Matt Ongard. That man is really... ugh. It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Well, I mean, yes, that is what you do, Phoenix. Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. See? He gets it. Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now? Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on card an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. Yeah, I guess not. And also, apparently, my throat's not in working condition. It's been recording for an hour. No, 2 hours, I think. Anyway, I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? But you get a hold of yourself. You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. But why do we fight, Edgeworth? People like you and Francisca von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And isn't that the same as you? Except he doesn't have a perfect win record, so... Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty. That's what you think, Phoenix? I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, you sealed off my path to a perfect win record. I begin to realize the error of my ways. I realize that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. I don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Oh. Mr. Nick, the transceiver! I'm so sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Ongard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. You were asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am? Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. what the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but... My name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind, you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain... Maya! It would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap. No! Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to you, it would be quite troublesome. Oh, hello, Shu. Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission. Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat? Can it? What is it? I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all the police units head for On Guard Mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah! Yes, let's move out. Oh hey, Shu is at the door. Look at that. Maya? Please answer us, Mystic Maya! We have this area completely surrounded. There is no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. He and Ongar were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Okay, so, examine... Oh, that's not... Oh, there's a teddy bear. He dropped it. Oh, it's a figure of a bear. Like there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. Ooh, okay, cool. Bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Burrito? Why would something like this be here? Right? Look down. There's a little pet door installed here. I'm sure that's for Shu. Do you think that this came through that little door? This door is locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Okay, breaking and entering. There's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Ongar's private lounge. Look at this room. An antennae for sending and receiving radio signals in a VCR. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found. No. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. If we can get him on the stand tomorrow, we might be able to get him to release it. Anyway, let's head down to the wine cellar. We searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. Looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now, we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is still looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Saw something on the ground. What is that? Maya. What is... Wait. Is that a tape? No, it's a picture frame. This looks like a picture of Miss Impact. It looked like a VCR tape from afar. With love, Celeste. Miss Impact, you mean? Yes, Mr. Korea's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impact be here in Mr. Engarde's mansion? Why does it say with love? This might be a clue. What if she was supposed to get married to Engarde? Because like he said, he uses people and then throws them away. He used her for a publicity thing. And then went, oh no, that was just a publicity thing. We're not actually getting married. And then she hung herself. And then Juan took the note to protect Matt Engarde's reputation because she wrote what happened on it. But because of whatever happened, he was going to reveal it, that he was the reason why Celeste Impacts took her life. I think that's the plot thread that we're going for, but I don't know. What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame. Huh? What's so special about the frame? On the back! There's something written on the back of the frame! Maya? It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message! What? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? You get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever! I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's gonna watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. No! Mystic Maya! Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We searched the house and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth? Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Yeah, her cyclo. Yeah, I need that. Miss Andrews' cyclo. If I could just find out what secret she's holding. And I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. Okay, so this was supposed to happen like this. I didn't miss my opportunity. Okay. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thank you. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Oh, we're just gonna go straight there. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. It's been a long day. Miss Andrews. I have come to remove your psych lock. She doesn't know what that means. Psych lock? I want to know, and you will tell me your secret. Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can. It's just funny how he's like, I'm gonna break your psych lock, because only he can see the psych lock. Or whoever's holding the Magatama can see it, but, you know. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engarde. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. And I believe I need to present the profile for impacts here. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ongar, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? Yes, I can, actually. I believe I have to present the photo, right?
Take that!
Yeah, that's what makes sense. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impact's handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Ongar's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. There it is. Nice. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Kurita didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Mr. Ongard? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why "With love, Celeste" is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Kurita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impacts. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left behind a suicide note. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. And then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I began to draw close to Juan, whatever. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either, not with my situation, or with what I know now. Yeah, this is quite the situation we've been handed. So, what are we gonna do? Are we going to give Matt his acquittal? Well, actually, now that I think about it, we totally could. How did you get into this mess? Because you're Phoenix Wright. That's far enough! You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wonder what was talking. Oh, we're having another nightmare, I see. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent. Anyway, like I was saying before I was interrupted by that, the point is to get an acquittal for the murder of Juan Corrida, right? Which we can do. Technically, he didn't kill Juan, it was the assassin. However, we could prove that he was the one who drove Celeste Impacts to suicide, which would technically make it a homicide, or would it? I don't really know how the logistics of that works, but we could take that route and still get Matt convicted for something, even if it's not exactly Juan Corrida's death, because that was the agreement, that we get him acquitted for Juan's death. So that would meet the parameters for that. Maya goes free, but then we also put Matt in jail for the other crime, because that's normally how these games work. Is that it's usually a thing where we get somebody off the hook, and then we put somebody else in jail. That's what I'm guessing is gonna happen. But anyway, If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all next time.